He's pledged to watch them all. Actually, he's pledged to watch all Kyle's sexual exploits.
Kyle, give her the shocker.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Work is Work, the questionable sci-fi podcast, where we watch questionable sci-fi movies so that y'all don't have to. I'm your host, Junior.
And I'm Dusty.
I'm Danny.
What's up? I'm Will.
And tonight's feature is going to be Metal Man.
Can I ask you something, Junior?
Yeah.
Did you put that lamp in between us on purpose? Is this an in joke back to episode 2? 1? I really can't concentrate with that lamp in between us.
I don't remember what I was watching, but it was some TV show, and somebody was talking. They had a lamp right in front of them, and they were like, "Goddamn lamp!"
Yeah. And you flash back to Work is Work episode 2.
They do.
Yeah.
No. Just hold it there like that. The whole episode.
Yeah.
Please. I'm sorry, Junior. I derailed you.
Yeah, Metal Man.
Metal Man.
Man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, not to be confused.
Yeah, word.
Well,
Metal people.
Yeah,
You want to be politically correct.
Yeah, we'll get on to that.
metal folk.
Metal Man.
Metal Man.
Metal
That's-
biopeds, I guess.
A Summerhill film.
They should have made it like Sling Blade inside of Metal Man.
We should make everything like Sleeve Make Danny, but we don't have time for that.
Dusty plot, dude.
Okay. Once upon a time, on Christmas morning, 2 cat burglar Grinches were stealing all of Summerhill's presents. But then, Metal Man, defender of non-coherent speech, steps out of the closet. No joke here.
He came out of the closet.
And he did. And he triumphantly, threateningly says... What, Junior?
The lasso will something you...
Is that really what he
I thought he
said?
said pull around to the front window.
None
Would
of
you
us
like
know
fries
what he
with
said.
that? Yeah. I don't know. It was like, now I've got the both of you, or
Would
Did
you
you
like
want
to try
lettuce?
combo number 2?
Nobody knows because the sound is poor.
would you like a McCafe?
Switch to suburban America. An emo kid takes a break from twittering suicide threats to be a prick to his mom and hobbitish dad.
Emu.
He runs out to meet Julie, played by the greatest actress in history. She's off to the sorority for her shift as fluffer, and Kyle has to meet menacingly ponytailed Dr. Jank. His real name's Dr. Blake, but isn't Dr. Jank more fun? Dr. Jank, who wants Kyle to play less video games and maybe devote some more time to real science, like, I don't know, like human anatomy, maybe. Dr. Jank is lonely. Dr. Jank makes Kyle dress up in a cosplay Iron Man costume made of recycled MacBook covers, an old trapper keeper, a glittery bicycle seat, and a Qzar belt. Doc tells Kyle to step into his super fridge. Then he steps aside while a shady contingent of direct-to-DVD movie bigwigs with the inbred children of the Joker's goons show up to get his secondary Metal Man helmet. Now, this isn't really a direct-to-DVD movie producer that steps in. It's really a shady businessman who's working with the military.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And they don't know that there's more than one helmet.
Oh, okay. Because he's in the fridge. He needs to get his helmet that he needs to make a super weapon. Shady Suit Man kills Dr. Jank with his elbow twist punch of death. I'm sorry, I meant Shady Suit Man hits Dr. Jank with his suit scene ripping punch of 30-second unconsciousness. They leave and Doc drags Metal Man out, who responds by fat-fisting his Nokia and frying Doc like a Circle K microwave chimichanga. Now Kyle is trapped in the Metal Man armor, and Doc's soul is now 56K'd into his brain. So Kyle bolts, but his Janko speed is not enough to outrun his parents' grisly death. He fights the goons, 5 of them, and subplot, several turtles are wandering the streets of Hollywood. Everybody remember that. Shady Suit Man sends the same goons back after Metal Man and sits down for an update with his assistant Marissa, followed by a rape whistle blowingly uncomfortable lunch with Marissa in Dracula's castle. They read Kyle's MFPI report that says that he's capable of whacking off with both hands. He can eat 8 boiled eggs in under a minute. Suit tells her that Kyle's weakness is braless cleavage on a woman that 1 out of 4 of us thinks has a mustache. So go to him and put that thing upon him. But I digress. So, Dr. Jank, meanwhile, is feeding Metal Man roofies and convincing them to stick a Wi-Fi card in his nano spooge-covered neck hole. Oof. This allows Kyle to change into a combination of 6 pointless people, each of a varied level of groin-kneeing ability. Shady Suit invites Goth Girl to try on the metal mask, which doesn't turn out well. Then he chokes his assistant like they're on a Japanese game show, pissing her off until she squints.
I saw in that game show. Poor taste.
Metal Man is out getting groceries at the A&P in his minivan and finds goons when he gets home. He finds thug upon thug and then enters his parents' house for a very specific reason, before rescuing a hooker from the most awkward rape attempt ever. He steals a Chrysler 300 and rides to meet Marissa and Shady Suit, who have sorority girl Julie. Luckily, Marissa is jaded and gives Metal Man the keys to the mansion. He saves a reluctant Julie. Marissa injects Shady Suit Man with a syringe and gets hoe-handed till she's in danger of missing the Grammys. Serendipitously, Metal Man can turn invisible, and Doc forgot to mention that. So they stealth out and walk a ways, a good ways, where Kyle passes out in a barn. Shady Suit Man has finally created his ultimate weapon, Megaterra, with accompanying Metal Marissa. Meanwhile, don't go throwing rocks in barns where Kyle and Doc are having voyeuristic dreams. Megaterra and Metal Man face off in a battle that could only be turned obscene. Then everyone has masks, but Marissa sabotaged Shady Suit's mask and, spoiler warning, melts him.
Yeah,
into
a giant ball sack.
1 year later, the metal couple make out. The end.
Not quite.
What?
The end, but, then there's that whole... Well, should I even go into this right now?
Well, okay. I think that... Yeah, it's a spoiler. Go ahead and rock it. He can
fly. After fucking driving a fucking minivan. A crappy minivan.
Yeah.
Needed to be washed minivan. Right?
He did steal that Chrysler 300.
Old, yeah, word. But...
It's a Chrysler 300.
Yeah, like his main vehicle that he got from, this whole Metal Man business.
His,
was a minivan. What?
When I move my hand this way, Danny, go that way. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hold on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and move it towards you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, perfect. Better? Yeah.
All right, cool.
I was going to say, he can fly, he can fly, he can try.
He can fly.
He can try.
But not till the fucking end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very end.
When it doesn't do him any good.
Word.
Mm-hmm. And he flies to New York. I don't know. He shoots down a plane.
Well, the plane shot at him first, I'm pretty sure, because he takes a shot in the shoulder, and he's like, man, fuck this, blow. And just shoots his pilot out of the air, for real.
Yeah. Shit all you want.
Somebody stole the wireframes from the Iron Man studio from the flying scene and laid a jank layer upon it.
Yeah, word. A real jank layer.
Mm-mm. From the Iron Man video game.
Well, that's all the plot I got.
This is going to move us on to the next half of the show where we break these movies down into a couple categories, and Will's got a spoiler. I'm sorry.
No. I got the first WWTT.
Oh, okay. Right on.
We were talking about the flying scene.
Wait. Junior's got to at least introduce the category.
Break these show down into a couple categories, and if you spot one or more of these in your movie, you may be watching a questionable sci-fi movie. And the first category is going to be a little something we like to call...
Will jumps the gun.
Or what were they thinking?
I was just kind of raising my hands because I wanted you to pick me first. Pick me.
Word.
Because, we were just talking about the flying scene at the end of the movie, which was directed by a different person that directed the movie.
Yeah, it sure was.
What is it?
This cat's name is Dennis Devine.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I thought it said Divine. Of course, I'm a few champagne of beers deep, but
That sounds like a street prostitute movie producer's name, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah, it kind of does. Dennis, call me Divine.
Dennis Devine now touring at the.
Yeah, word. But Dennis, you had this badass flight scene that didn't get shot to the end of the movie. When the movie's, technically over.
Mhm.
Yeah,
word.
The movie's over. They're
Should've-
rolling credits,
Yeah,
and
it
you
should've
get your
been.
you get your shine when they're rolling credits. Which, hey man, you could have been like, hey, let me put this flight scene in while they're actually doing some shit. Because Dennis, what?
How come I have to walk 30 miles?
Yeah.
Why don't I just fly it?
Oh, so I gotta say, Dennis Devine.
What were you thinking?
What were you
Mhm.
thinking?
You know what it was, dude? You know how in the credits it was in that little box?
Yeah.
It really couldn't have stood to have been.
Right? They
That was the
couldn't
only
expand the
resolution they did.
Yeah,
resolution.
couldn't have been full screen. It wouldn't have.
Wow.
You wouldn't have bought it.
Stings, doesn't it?
Well, I've got Count Smokula. That's right, you heard me.
Count Smokey.
Count Smokula.
Hey, has it always
What?
gone to the left?
Yeah.
That's convenient.
It always has. And what are you Count Smokuling?
That's right, Count Smokula. He was the news reporter that was reporting about the 4 turtles wandering the streets of L.A. I guess the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were wandering L.A.
I
They got
guess.
lost.
But he's also done the
Millions
Showbiz
of
shows
turtles
with
were streets
David
of-
Spade. He's done Who Wants to Be a Superhero, where he competed with Feedback.
Maybe. I don't know if he was that year, but
He was also on Blind Date.
Oh, wow, really?
Count Smokula, yes.
Awesome.
I wish I could have seen that episode. I think I have seen the episode, but I don't know. I can't be sure. And he was on Last Comic Standing.
Five
You had me at
pointless
Blind
resume
Date.
bullets.
Hey, let's not count off Who Wants Blind Date.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I said. You had me at blind date.
So, Count Smokula,
what
were you thinking? I can't even ask that with a straight face.
I know.
That's so funny saying it, really.
His name is Count Smokula. That's his name in IMDb. So
Yeah.
Is that the name his mom and dad gave him? Count Smokey. That's on
You
the
should
birth
have seen the
certificate.
picture. Did you see the picture?
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, I mean, maybe maybe he was from like Romania and his last name was Smokula. His dad's a duke. He's a count. Count Smokula. It could have happened.
It could, I guess.
Yeah, maybe he's really actually a count, like Monte Cristo or Dooku.
right in.
Especially if you're Count Smokula himself. I would
Please.
love to talk
That
to
would be
you.
fucking awesome.
I wish we could get. This is Count Smokula. You're listening to Work is Work. They were in Count Smokula's castle. That's what was going. That's why that thunder.
Yeah,
Sorry.
in Eureka's castle. He's chilling with Batley. I don't know, Dusty. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Leah Grimson.
Who?
She was the girl that played. I believe it was Julie, right?
Julie.
Yeah.
She looked kind of like Misty Monday.
Yeah, it wasn't Misty Monday, but did she look familiar to any of y'all?
She was Rainy Tuesday.
No. She played Doris in DML's Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh, word?
Yeah, same girl, DML.
Imagine that.
Really?
Doris, that was that the crazy scientist lady or was that the computer voice?
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
I haven't heard that episode in a long time. It's one of that's been lost to me.
All I remember is, can she take it?
She could take it. The drill, allegedly. So, Leah Grimson.
What were you thinking?
More for Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Well, I came in on this movie about what, a quarter of the way through it, or
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
so. I don't know any of the folks' names. But
Nobody did.
I would
We
have
had to
to
look them
say-
up.
Yeah. Just for playing out ripping Iron Man like that.
Summer Hill.
Yeah.
When they brought it, that was the one that brought it to us, right?
Yeah,
Summer Hills.
Summer Hill Productions.
Who are we asking?
Summer Hill Productions.
Oh, Summer Hill Productions.
Yeah,
What were you thinking?
yeah. Word.
I was waiting for the
Oh, sorry. Dude.
How'd you not get sued?
Yeah, no shit.
Will, any more for you?
Oh, I was the sound team, I guess.
Ugh.
The sound team.
Yeah, the sound was horrible.
It was worse than a DML joint.
What do
It's
you
bad.
like? Movie production sound class of '08 and Phoenix Online.
It's possible.
Was this your on-set homework?
Here's their class project.
It's rough, man. I'm telling you guys, man. It's the sound
And
quality.
they got a D for it.
Yeah, where they passed.
Yeah.
You gotta get a C in college to pass.
No word. So C, whatever.
Even Phoenix Online.
Yeah.
They should have went to Javelin Tech.
Yeah.
No diploma or GED needed.
Word.
Have you created the video game of the century yet?
Oh, no, this is way more jank than that. But, Middleman Sound Crew, what were you thinking?
Yeah, word.
I'm going to call out Jill Shackelford just because you made me look like a fool. I thought I recognized your name from somewhere, but I don't. You ain't been in shit. You have not been in shit. You know, your resume is weak. It is really weak. I must have you confused with somebody else.
Yeah.
Rackerford. I don't know. So Jill Shackford, just because I want to call you out. What were you thinking?
You like how nobody joins you in with that one?
Yeah,
They were like,
she
Jill
wasn't.
Shackford,
Well,
man.
she wasn't
Nobody
anybody.
fucking
She wasn't anybody. It was a personal vendetta for me
If she'd been on Doogie Howser, that'd have been
against
awesome.
Jill Shackelford. No, she ain't been on shit, man. You slack. Dusty, any more for you?
Nope.
Well, this moves us on to our next category, which is going to be special effects. Were they special?
Were they effective? Huh?
And you'll be starting us off.
Let me see here. Where do I go? You know, I didn't really notice anything jank in this movie. I don't recall. Did y'all? Because I was writing the plot, but I looked. I mean, you know, I was looking at it frequently. Jank was there? Oh, wait a minute. There was this one thing, which is something we've seen before. What was the name? Without spoiling it, it was in Robot Jocks, right? Guess what? Robot Jocks did it better.
Stings, don't it?
Robot
Alright.
Jocks did this better because when Metal Man is he's escaping the lab, right?
Word.
And they turn to the wall, and there's a little he's got to punch in a code.
What does he punch a code in on? Like?
I mean, it's panels, right? It's an instrument panel, some kind of complex futuristic instrument panel, subterranean base, probably made of titanium. No, I'm fucking with you. It was a Texas Instruments solar-powered calculator
From 1982.
with visible number 4487.5 on it.
And a plus.
Plus, minus. No C. I don't think it had memory.
It had an equals. It had the big equals.
Yeah. Word. And,
Wow.
what did I say, G? Because they kind of flashed by.
And you were like, whoa.
Oh, he was like,
Pump the
oh,
brakes.
please tell me that is not a fucking calculator.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
Yeah. Does not compute.
Earthling.
Set fail. Part 1.
I wish you could have seen a Gorilla Glue wrapper in the fucking corner or something, you know what I mean? Like, they just left the fucking super glue wrapper in the corner. Whoops.
Danny?
Cheesiest moment, right?
No, special effects dog.
Oh, special
Whoa,
effects.
Yeah, we're
damn.
We're just getting started,
Slow
kid.
down, son.
Sorry, dude.
We don't skip like 4 categories.
Special effects. Dude.
You can say it.
How about... well, there's so many to choose from. Just in what I've seen. Just the folks who were wearing the helmet. Just the helmet.
The helmet. You don't want to talk about the whole suit while you're in there?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's the suit, but these folks were just walking around with the fucking helmet on.
Then you want me to tell you what I thought I called the suit?
What's that?
I got this from you. Party City. I got Pride Friendly. Is that okay?
What?
I think that could fly.
Yeah, Pride Friendly.
I mean, it was very fashion sensible. You know what I mean? It it had a touch of magenta.
Mm-hmm.
He had a matching red dome piece.
Yeah.
He had a little gold inlay.
Flashing red rave belt.
Yeah, yeah. It was good for the club, or like I said, for
apparently just for taking the fucking.
Well,
kids
since he
to
couldn't
soccer
take it off, it
practice.
was good for everywhere. Yeah.
Old dude walks up on him, with the pistol. The guy that he just need in the nuts, and he's just like moving boxes from the storage unit to the minivan.
He kind of had a bobblehead too. You see how big
We
his
caught him in
helmet
the
was?
middle of doing his honey-do list.
Oh.
These groceries aren't mine. Pull it out to the front window, please.
Please
Yeah,
don't bruise your
and
turnips.
His helmet was over large. Yeah, I mean it wasn't quite Spaceballs helmet.
Maybe
you know
the
what I mean?
neck was undersized.
Maybe
No.
that's what it was. It was kind of bobblehead.
There was no
anyway.
neck on the suit.
Well, yeah, because he had a stylish mock turtleneck up
Yeah,
underneath.
Right.
He had like a puppeteer's outfit. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
puppetry of art's kind of like little
I wish he'd been barefooted.
black spandex.
I don't want to throw this term around, but ridiculous.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We got to kind of encapsulate it and like put it in comparison to the other episodes and just say this is like about as good as Recon. Wouldn't you say?
The lamest shit I've ever seen. But it's, you know what I'm saying? It's good.
We're gonna get onto that, Danny. We're gonna get onto
It
that.
was around Recon, a step above Mandroid.
Yeah, I'll buy that for $1.
You know.
Literally.
Let's see. All right. Will?
First of all, I gotta say, Mandroid would whip Metal Man's ass.
Word he would.
I would hope so.
He'd roll that fucking Mandroid Segway all over fucking.
Nobody
Metal
had any
Man.
problem with fucking fist fighting Metal Man.
Yeah, word. Yeah.
They're just like, "What's up, bitch?" One dude punches him in the face, jacks his head back.
When people saw
He's a Metal
Mandroid,
Man.
they were like, "Holy shit! I'm not gonna try to punch you." Anyway,
He whips her ass. They
I
come back for
digress.
more.
we're talking about Metal Man, not Mandroid. I'm sorry.
I can understand where you might
Special effects. Well, I got a lot more gaffs than FX, really. I mean, there's a lot of FX, but there's a lot of shit you're like, well, that's just not right. First of all, when he throws Metal Man, or Kyle,
Yeah.
with Metal Man suit in the super freezer, and it's negative, 40, 50? Yeah.
Pretty cold.
Negative cold as fuck.
Yeah, word.
And Doc Jank tries to bring him back out. He's like, "Oh, well." First of all, the shady suit touches it, and he's like, "Oh, that's too cold to touch."
Yeah.
Just the fucking door,
Mm-hmm.
the door of the freezer. And then Doc Jank fucking punches the code in, rips the door open, and just pulls him right the fuck out.
Yeah,
Nah, son.
no freezer burn or nothing.
Nah, son, it's cold. It's cold.
Didn't y'all see Christmas Story? You know what should have happened when he touched the damn freezing ass Metal
Yeah.
Man.
Kyle, you're sticking to me. Not that I don't like it.
And then he puts his cold head in his crotch.
Well, go on, smart ass, and do it.
I've got, he can't feed himself. Gaff number 2.
Yeah.
Metal Man in his Metal Man suit. First off, his hands are too big to dial a regular phone, yet somehow he dials a cell phone. But that, that ain't even here nor there. Doc says you gotta feed yourself through this hole in the back of your head, and he's got a big giant hole in the back of his head. I'll give him that,
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Yeah,
like,
like
all right,
Matrix.
pour
Right there.
this fucking Slimer Ecto Slime Jello down there. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to reach back, and this motherfucker could not even wash his hair. It's a good thing he doesn't, because, you know, there's no way he's ever going to scratch his back or anything again. He
Right.
just dumps this shit over his shoulder. There is no way that he hit the back
No.
of his head.
No,
None, not one. That
What?
was awesome.
dude, I can't. Plus, it's bukkake in a po folks jar. You know what I'm? Let's be honest.
Bukkake in a po folks jar.
Was it not
Ecto Cooler is a lot
more politically correct?
Yeah, word. Let's just say Ecto Cooler just because it's not as gross.
It was nanobites mixed with glucose.
Yeah, it was jank
Nanobots.
in a jar.
Yeah, nanobots.
Oh, what did I say? Nanobites?
Yeah, I don't know what you
Word.
said. I'm just
Yeah, you
saying
said nanobites.
we didn't mention in the plot that he has nanobots.
That's because. What
They
the fuck?
repair
did
his memory. They made him not claustrophobic anymore.
Yeah, we'll get on with that. I've got that as a totally different answer. Dusty.
I don't know. You know what? I'm like Will. Like I got 3 out of 4 gaffes here. I'm gonna go with the first one I got here, which is in the beginning. You see some cat burglars breaking into somewhere, and it looks like a school, right? They show the back, and it's got a bunch of steps with rails and like multiple doors next to each other,
Looks
like the
like
back
a
of the
warehouse
school.
on Fulton Industrial is what it looks like.
Where? Possibly.
It could be anywhere. Some industrial boulevard is what I'm saying.
So we cut to the inside, and they're stealing God knows what. They're ripping through a file cabinet and looking at top secret files. And then all of a sudden the camera pans out, and there is a fireplace behind them.
In the
Because
picture of
it's
somebody's family.
a game of life halfway in the middle. You know what I'm saying? A vacuum cleaner still plugged in.
A little kid's sock
A little collection of glass animals.
and bells.
Best grandma.
Bless this house. Fucking.
Christmas
Cross
stockings were
stitching.
hung.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't a motherfucking warehouse. It was not a warehouse. It was not a school. It was not whatever the hell we saw from the outside. It was the same fucking living room with the chipped ass paint that was right outside Shady Seat's office.
And it didn't even look like a real fireplace. It looked like an apartment fireplace. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like with a little bit, like a screen in it with a paint
Yeah,
fire on it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that was the producer's home. It looked whack.
Danny.
What are we on again?
Special effects.
Still?
Special effective question mark.
I guess I would have to say
Something.
the minivan.
You driving a minivan?
The metal mobile.
Why are you driving
The
the
minivan.
purple Dodge Caravan? It doesn't make sense.
That was Doc Jenks' minivan.
Was it left
Yeah.
to him? Yeah, word.
Mm-hmm.
Doc Jenks' dying wish was that metal man pick up his kids at soccer practice.
Kyle was like, what the fuck, a minivan?
Hey, stop
You're-
kicking the seat.
You're a scientist? Come on, man. I couldn't have got an old school, like a European car or something. I gotta get a fucking 2002 Dodge Caravan with fucking 180,000 miles on it. Word.
Well, he does steal a car and trade up.
A Chrysler
It's
300.
got baby stains in the
Yeah,
back.
he definitely upgraded. But still, this whole time I'm pretty sure he can fly.
So they'd have us believe, Danny. So they would have us believe. Maybe he ain't learned that yet. Maybe in the year that he
Yeah,
was...
maybe he's finding new pieces to the helmet.
Word. He was a metal man rookie.
Well, Doc Jenks just straight forgot to tell him he could turn invisible. Several people died because Doc Jenks didn't tell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
By the way,
yeah. by
sorry about the
way.
goth secretary. She could have lived had I told you you could have snuck in there invisible before. Sorry.
But we're cool, right?
32 goons could have been saved.
Willie.
The next gaff I got is shoes, no shoes. Julie
She's
when
barefoot. Why?
She's barefoot as hell when she's in the complex when she's been kidnapped. Okay, Julie's been kidnapped by Dr. Evil.
Shady suit.
Yeah, shady suit. And, he kind of looked like a jank. What's RoboCop's name?
Peter Weller?
Peter Weller.
Oh, word.
Kind of like a jank Peter Weller, yeah. A little bit. Kind of. Except for more hair. Anyway, but yeah, she's she's kidnapped, and then, she's barefoot for some reason. I'm not sure why she's barefoot. They don't explain why she's barefoot.
Because they filmed it in her living room.
Yeah, probably. She was like, there's no shoes on the carpet. No shoes on the carpet.
My mom's gonna kill me. We gotta be out of here in 15 minutes.
You shit my pants.
We had to be out by 7. And then when Metal Man Kyle is escaping with her, she's got shoes on.
Yep.
She was like, "What's cool? We're off the carpet. I can put my shoes back on."
I'm not running in this alley.
Yeah. I don't want grocery store feet.
Family Dollar foot.
Go get me some shoes.
Where did she pull it from? We could speculate forever.
Yeah, word. I'm gonna have to go with Hershey syrup blood.
Yeah. There's
So
a bad
when-
case of it.
Yeah, when the goth girl, they have the other helmet. Like Metal Man's got his helmet, and then there's another helmet, like a prototype helmet. So the goth girl thinks she's gonna get cute and make it to where when the helmet turns on, it'll electrify somebody's head. You know what I'm saying? And she does, but the shady suit dude's already onto her and puts the helmet on and activates it, and sure enough, she gets electrocuted with the most Fantastic Four lightning bolts I've seen in a while. And then the Hershey syrup comes spilling out from under the helmet.
Yeah.
It's not blood at all. They should use like some maraschino cherry juice or something like that, dude, because this is not blood.
No. Totally.
Kind of like A1 sauce. thick and bold, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was wondering why that dude was licking his fingertips afterward. Delicious.
She got the shit into the stick, too. She was the only person that put that helmet on that got instantly killed.
It's because her fucking microchip she put in it were the trap.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah,
after they were sprung
she
once.
sabotaged it. That was the whole...
Yeah.
He
So-
found out that she sabotaged it.
Oh, so
So
Marissa
he made
killed...
her... No.
Marissa technically killed the goth girl then.
No. The goth girl sabotaged the chip.
Yeah, and he put it on the goth girl's head.
And he found out, and he was like, why don't you wear the mask?
And kills her with her own booby trap.
So he really should have checked the mask before he put his on in the end, and
well,
it was...
no, he'd
Oh,
already
those hot
undone
fries
the
are hot.
booby trap by then.
Well,
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess he probably should have. In retrospect, he should have known a little more about science.
Yeah.
But we'll get on to that.
Yeah, we got another category for that.
Dusty.
My gaff number 3 is they show a video camera, and it is the same fake Radio Shack video camera that you've all seen that you can put in your office, and you make people think that you got a video camera, but you really don't. It's just got a little flashing red light, and you know how they make it move? Clash of the Titans stop motion.
dun dun dun.
This scene cost $5, and we watched it in slow motion, and you can watch the shadow, and the shadow is like straight up, man, like Medusa's head. That's whack.
Danny, fire sale. Anything else? Yeah.
On special effects?
Yeah, word.
Yes.
What you got?
His shoes. I swear they were Shacks.
Well, they
I'm
were
not sure what year. They're Shacks.
they Reebok blacktop, I'm sure.
They're something.
Red, you smooth this way.
Grandmama moved that way. I think Grandmama stopped and moved quicker than ever.
You got good traction.
Will, fire sale. What you got?
This is my first special effects that I've actually given you, which is the stealth switch. When he goes into stealth, he all twirls out with colored lights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, just to watch him, he's like stealth mode or whatever, and then he swirls with purple light and
There you go.
becomes regular Kyle, plainclothes Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Jack.
Yeah, word it is. At least quadruple.
Yeah, word. Terrible.
It could look almost like the new Star Trek teleporter effect where the thingies swirl around them.
They don't even do like a.
It does.
This is one time I wish they'd have rated the Predator movie. You know what I mean? Like they kind of did like a Predator, like invisibility, and then go to Kyle. You know that'd have been awesome. But no, they purple lights, and then you're Kyle.
Anything else?
Nah, go ahead.
Sweet. All right. My last two are CGI missile to plane explosion.
Oh.
I did have that CGI plane, CGI missile, CGI explosion.
Yeah, word. So, Jankatron Jr. comes out and starts fighting Metal Man. You know what I'm saying? His name is Megaterra or something.
Mecha Janka,
Something like that. I don't know.
Jankaterra.
It's-
I've got either one.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
He's
His name
whack.
doesn't even matter.
You don't even
you know?
learn his identity.
Yeah,
Or
he's just a robot.
Okay,
you know,
good.
but he
Yeah.
fires this missile and misses Metal Man, who is clearly on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think it deflects off his shield or some shit. Maybe, I don't know, but it fucking goes flying all wild and into the air, and then CGI plane for no reason. You
It
know?
hits a passing by plane.
Yeah, word, boo.
Yeah.
Mm. And then my last one is deflated dong. So shady businessman puts his fucking helmet on, and it fries him and apparently melts all of his bones until it's just skin left. And within this sack of skin, which looks like a giant nutsack itself,
Yeah.
you can see this guy's deflated dong.
Yeah.
I've got that as no code equals nutsack.
It's noticeably right below the belly button. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see the belly button dent in
Word.
this pile of goo, and then there's this dong-shaped
Ew.
thing.
Dusty, any more for you?
No, I'm good.
Word. Well, this moves on to our next category, which is going to be best of the worst dialogue. And Danny, you start us off.
Best of the worst dialogue, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, I didn't take any notes.
That's all we need a pad for.
Yeah, exactly. What do I need a pad for? But the whole every time that the evil scientist guy would come on, every time,
Yeah, word.
it always took. You know what I'm saying? There was no iron, or excuse me, metal man around. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting
Talk
Piss
for
and
30
moan
minutes
for-
at
yeah.
a time.
about nothing.
Well, yeah, word. I have the dinner conversation.
Count
No, no,
Chocula's castle.
Yeah, it's not in its entirety, just the conversation. It's painful. Yeah, spoiler warning. These actors suck.
They're bad.
They suck. They cannot support a scene without Metal Man. Believe that. Will.
Well, since Danny just had talked about shady suit guy, I'm gonna go ahead with well, I got two. I'm gonna go with the first one. Go ahead. Finish your answer, if you dare. No. He didn't laugh, but he should have.
I didn't laugh.
I'm gonna go with the first part of Will's thing here. So him and Marissa are having an uncomfortably candlelit dinner in Count Smokula's fucking castle, and his two goons bust in. He's like, "Excuse us, please," and she's like, "Gladly," you know. So they walk in, and he says, "You interrupted my meal. This better be good." Well, what do you got? Nothing, sir. We can't find Metal Man. We have combed the streets for this motherfucker. We have done a block by block search, and we don't have Dick. We didn't have Dick when we left. We ain't got Dick now. We don't know where this motherfucker is at.
Could be anywhere.
That's not good.
He could be right here. He's invisible.
That's not good. This had better be good or else. Or else what? I'll send you back on the street to look for Metal Man. Who you got your ass kicked by? The big goon walks in with his hand taped up. That better have been from a pit bull. No, the kid did it. Word! The kid did that to you? Well, go back out and find him and bring him to me alive.
What? Take 3 less guys.
That word.
That should do it. So what does he do? He manhandles them again. He judo flips them again and runs them into
just
each other.
following orders.
Choke slams him. Yeah, word.
This had better be good. We ain't got shit. We
Does
really
the
don't
old-
have anything
You
else.
think
here.
Uncle
Hulk
Fester was
bust
like, I
out.
told you this was a bad idea.
Word. Yeah, it was fucking
We
ridiculous.
could have waited till he's done eating.
Dusty.
You know what he says besides "if you dare" and "this better be good"? He also says "silence." Who says silence?
He also says, alas.
He does say "alas."
I'm gonna start saying silence. I'm gonna bring that back. Anytime somebody starts saying some shit to me, silence.
Silence.
You got to do it big though. Silence.
Enough explaining. Silence.
Any more for you, Danny?
Dialogue?
Yeah,
No, I'm good.
Will.
I've got a little bit of Dot Jank. Blake. In a pig's eye.
You will come finish this helmet. In a pig's eye, I will.
Yeah, word. That's the best you got? In a pig's eye?
Word.
When you live in a lab, I guess. I don't know.
He don't get out much.
He had a ponytail.
He's got a skullet. Okay, I've got... So, they take the goons and they start trying to whip up on Metal Man, and they've got fucking bats and crowbars and shit, and they're like hitting him and it ain't doing nothing, and one of them yells, "In the face!"
Yep.
Yeah, word in the face.
Sure did.
You come hit him in the face. I've been hitting him.
It's just funny because A, that's the first time they thought to hit him in the face, and B, the dude just screams "in the face." He didn't say hit him in the face. He's just like, "In the face."
You should have said in the back of the neck or in the back of the knees.
Yeah, where there was no armor.
Hit him in his eating hole.
Word, do something.
Eating hole.
Smack him in his ecto cooler port.
Dusty.
I've got protect your colon, Kyle.
Oh, that's not what he said.
What? Well, until they fix their
I thought
sound, that is
was
what they said.
Yeah.
If I rewind it 3 times and I still think you said protect your colon, Kyle, then by God, he did. You understand? Fix your sound and protect your colon.
Will.
Well, I got Kyle when Dot Jank is about to put him in the freezer. He's like, well, how cold is it going to get in here? No, Kyle. No, Kyle. You should know this shit before you step in somewhere.
Word.
When you sign that release form, you should fucking read it.
Mm-hmm.
You should have read it. How cold is it going to get in here?
After you're already in.
As cold as you can stand, he says after he locks the door. No, son. I want to see that form that I signed one more time.
Word.
Guess what? It was more than he could stand, too. Remember, he passed the fuck out.
Yeah, word.
So, Boyd, Noel.
I've got my last one, which is Doc Jenks talking about how Kyle does computer-aided tissue sampling.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
Why did you choose me when you know I'm claustrophobic? Because you can make video games and you're good with computer
Kinda.
tissue sampling. Word.
You
Word.
got sexy arms.
And flipping the bench. Dusty, what you got?
You talked about the bad acting. I'm sorry, I really hate to point a finger at Julia. I know she was in another one of our movies, but how about
Better than pointing something else.
like her first line in the movie where Kyle jogs out on the street and he sees her and she's like, "Kyle, I usually see you running on Wednesday." Then she closes the conversation with what, like, "I'll see you next Wednesday."
Maybe I'll see you next Wednesday.
Hell no.
Obscene.
Will? Fire sale,
Um,
what you got?
Fire zealot?
Word.
Okay. I've got Dot Jank. This suit is not a weapon. Well, yeah, it is.
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's a weapon. It's developed for the military. It's a fucking weapon. It is.
Not a good one.
Yeah. Next, I got Goth Girl. TM. Excuse me. TM. What was that? Transcendent meditation.
Transcendental meditation.
Yeah, word. You should try it. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh, TM. You're one of those people that uses useless fucking acronyms.
Yeah, word. Well, I got something for you. TMI.
Yeah.
TMIS. Too much information. Shut up.
Slut.
And last one I got is, I hate to ruin this Kodak moment.
Not
You
sponsored
really-
by Kodak.
You really don't. You don't. You're the evil guy.
Yeah.
That's your.
You hate
that's your-
middleman.
Yeah, word. And I lied. I got one more. But it's hard for me to read it though. Hang on.
New record.
That's a shame. I can't read the last of it. How about that? That sucks, huh?
New record.
Wow.
You can see that blank spot from space.
Shut up.
Dusty. Fire sale.
Okay, my last two are
Last thing.
Dr. Kyle. Something drastic happened. Yeah, you died. Pretty drastic.
That is drastic.
Also, how about when, Marissa and Shady Suit are having their dinner, and she's like, I read Kyle's MFPI file, and it said that he's really smart, a creative thinker, good with strategy, and he's like,
It's good making judgmental decisions.
something.
On
yeah.
the spot decisions.
And then he's like, I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to me in layman's terms.
Word?
Which is ridiculous because it don't get any more layman's terms.
Yeah, what's more layman after that? Sign language?
What? Okay, just to punctuate the point. Then she's like, okay, well, he scored a 62.78 in the 9th percentile of the score for the... Like, she puts it in more complex
Yeah,
terms.
the MPTI, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. You're like, huh? I understood you before. I don't understand you now. And I'm as layman as it gets.
Dialogue dyslexia.
Anything else?
Do you think she got her lines fucked up? That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
It was him, dude. Oh, maybe so. I don't know.
Maybe she said the first line and was she supposed to say it after the... That'd be funny, huh?
That would be funny.
Probably true.
And no one knew what layman's terms meant, so it flew.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just hypothesizing.
Word, yeah. Hypothetically, maybe, no, maybe.
Allegedly.
Well, this moves on to our next category, which is going to be stereotypes present.
Question mark.
And I believe I'll lead us off. And I'm going to go with the worst evil boss ever. This
Evil?
is-
Wait, how do you figure? You got to really
well, okay.
convince me he's the worst.
Okay, well, look, first of all, he's got on a suit that's like 2 sizes too big for him, like he got out of his dad's closet, you know what I'm saying? Then, he's got the worst evil guy delivery ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't even know how to express this, because I don't think any impression I could do would really do it justice.
Go ahead.
You know?
Finish your answer if you dare.
This better be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is just the flattest, most wooden. You know what I'm saying? And, like, his plans are dumb, and his robot is jank, and, I mean, really.
I'll raise you. His hair's unkempt, and his office sucks.
Word.
Yeah.
He's
He's
even
got the
worse than
worst.
the bad guy from Commando.
Yes, 10 times.
Oh,
The bad guy from Commando minus 75%.
Dollar General evil villain.
Dude, word, he has got the shittiest ass computers ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. They're worse than CWAP computers.
His
Word.
lab tables are rusty, so they cover him with black tablecloths.
Word, and he's got a lunchroom table in his main office. So, I mean,
which is yellow painted brick.
most underfunded evil boss ever, at least.
It's got the different colored, red colored seats on the side.
Yeah, that's
That fold up in the middle.
His mom
You
lived
know.
upstairs.
He
His mom's
he
house
didn't
is in the
spend
basement.
28. I'll tell you this much: he did not spend $28.5 million on the security system. So believe that.
You know why he was evil? Because the chairs in his office were those whack ass fucking plastic chairs. Did you see him? And he's evil because he'll make people sit and their ass gets all numb while he's giving his evil plan. You know. God, you're not good. Worst evil boss. Okay, I'll buy it.
Dusty, what you
The government wants to build a super weapon.
got? Word, yeah.
I mean, well, it was already smooching Iron Man, but it's got it there. It's got RoboCop there. I don't know. And the government's all.
Word.
Power
It was
Rangers.
blowing
It's got
Iron
it.
Man.
They sure were.
Danny, I'm assuming you ain't got no stereotypes.
Stereotypes now.
Will.
Goth girl assistant.
Yeah,
She's gonna be there. She's gonna have a nose ring.
it didn't have to be plastic.
It's magnetic, dude.
I saw the plastic.
No.
I've got keys in the visor.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back. We've missed you so dearly, keys in the visor. He
We were
jumps
afraid
in there.
nobody was gonna do it anymore. We were
Yeah,
like, oh,
we thought it was a lost art, but nope, here it is. Keys in the visor. He jumps in the Chrysler 300. Sure enough, keys in the visor.
And seeing Metal Man finding
Yeah,
the keys to the visor in a 300 is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah, when he pulls up, they just
He
It's
puts
only
his big
stupider
purple
when he-
mitts in there, and he's like, "Oh, keys right here, sweet."
It's only dumber when he rides off in the freaking
Minivan.
minivan.
Dusty Fire Sale. What you got?
No more.
Will Fire Sale.
Heroin scientist,
Yep.
sort of.
Female scientist.
Yeah.
Siren.
Knee in the groin and peace out.
I know. That is a big stereotype.
Word. We've been seeing a lot of knees to the groin here lately.
I didn't see the knee in the groin, and Junior said knee in the groin, and I was like, haha, whatever.
First of all, when Metal Man turns into the 6 variations of different faces for disguise, and he meets this roided out motherfucker on the street, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump you." He's like, "Hey, what's that, motherfucker?" And he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump you." You know, he's like, "But nah, roids do that to you. It makes you mad when people bump into you. They're like, oh, I ain't trying to have no sorries." And
So he gets a gat and goes after him at the grocery store like Ghostface Killer.
Well, no,
Yeah, well,
first he's
before
in the
that-
alley and grabs
Yeah.
him by the shoulders and knees him in the groin and runs
Good
off.
word. Runs off. You're Metal Man. Metal Man.
And he ran off like with his.
Give him that strong overhand right up and see it. Anyway.
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
got to see the
uppercut.
overhand right.
He had that uppercut.
Good word.
And last one I got, which is not really a sci-fi stereotype, but it's just a stereotype in general, is the 3-on-1 beatdown throw off.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean?
Word, they all dogpile him.
Yeah, dog pile, everybody's kicking and punching, you know, whatever. And rah, Hulk mad, you know what I mean?
Word, throws them all in a different
throws
direction.
everybody off, yeah. Last one.
Jank down, toss off.
Mm-hmm.
The last one I've got is he works in a science lab. Thanks, Peter Parker.
Yeah, I know. He was so Peter Parker.
Like I said, with Jank armor comes Jank responsibility.
He even tripped.
So, our next category is going to be ridiculum. And Dusty, you start us off. Chop, chop.
Dude, I gotta go with this just right off the bat, which is sending the 2 same fucking goons that got their asses kicked.
-3.
-3, minus their 3 friends, because he whipped their ass too bad. That's just the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is the laziest storytelling I've ever seen in my life. You, what? He whipped your ass? Go and whip his ass. You, silence. That is, you know where, I can't
There were
even.
trees.
Terrible.
Danny?
Ridiculum.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, what you got, homie?
How about when old girl is supposed to be hanging out outside old dude's room, and she's like eavesdropping and bumps the fucking vase, you know what I'm saying?
Rag.
And he's like looking right fucking at her, but he's like looking down the hallway like, what was that?
Well, the guard didn't turn at all. He's the suckiest
Yeah.
guard ever. Suit man's like, what? Guard's like,
He just got boxed in the ear by
Yeah.
Metal Man, dude.
Jinkers.
that is the dumbest shit.
I've got. Okay, so imagine that you're this corporation and you're this shady suit guy, and you've had the technology and the capital to build a Metal Man
Yes.
suit, helmet, whatever. Your security system is a 13-inch black and white fucking TV VCR combo. Word.
Those combo things suck.
Yeah, they break.
You
One
hear
of
his
them.
mom yelling from upstairs, "Where's my damn kitchen TV?"
Would you? I can't watch my soaps.
My stories.
Oh, really? Really? You built a Metal Man and you can't afford anything more than one TV sitting on a TV tray? It's like one of those big lot TV trays that you buy. You know, the set of 4. They're sitting it on, and I'm not kidding. It's a 30. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not embellishing one bit.
It may even be a 10-inch, but it's probably
It's 13. It's 13. You
Yeah.
know, like I said, I'm not trying to embellish or exaggerate at all. It's a 13-inch black and white TV VCR combo that most 7-Elevens will snub their nose at. Come on. Come on. You built a Metal Man.
Yeah.
Really?
He couldn't have seen Metal Man stealing cigarettes on that thing.
Word. You couldn't tell if it was Metal... Whatever. I'm sorry. Disgusted.
I've got to go with the first fight scene outside of his house. Now, first of all, he goes back to his house for some reason, which we'll get into.
He couldn't find
So-
his keys.
He fights the 2 goons that he fought before at his house outside and whips their ass. And he walks into the house to go get something. And the other 3 guys whose asses he whipped, they jump in. And he whips their ass too in the most fucking green belt kung fu I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Yep.
these guys had been going to their dojo for about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I've seen 1978 Golden Harvest flicks that are got better choreography. Yeah, word.
I've gone into actual karate places and seen better choreography with the 10-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? That's how whack this kung fu is. So he gets through whipping all of their asses, and then just walks out.
Yeah.
You think when he
Yeah.
got down the road, he was like,
He didn't-
"Fuck!
he
I
didn't
forgot
even-
to grab that."
He didn't get dick. He just walks in there to whip those dudes' asses in his own parents' house where they were brutally murdered, and then walks back to the minivan and peels out.
God damn it! I knew I forgot something.
You know,
Well, he kind of walked to the left a little bit, and then he just turned around like, still murdered.
I knew I was leaving something. I left and I knew I was leaving it.
my favorite hat. You know,
Fucking minivan keys.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Damn
why he
it.
had to get the 300.
They just didn't show the scene where he went back in. God,
Why did he go to the house? Why?
While he was walking back out of the house, he's like, "What the fuck did I go in there for?"
that's gonna bug me all night.
any more for you,
Fucking
Dustin?
goons.
Yeah, I got one more, which is... No, I'm sorry. I got 2 more.
Okay, fire sale.
How about, first of all, they break out, Julie and Metal Man break out, and they're both fucked up, and he's like, okay, we gotta walk, and how far? Just 30 miles. And then they immediately star wipe, and they've walked 30 fucking miles?
First of all, he should have just left Julie because she was kind of a bitch anyway.
Well, she was holding his punk ass up,
Yeah, word.
Yeah, word.
and they walked 30 miles
30, yes.
to that fucking barn where he fell out,
Yes.
and she
just
was fine.
Yeah.
super fucking military machine.
She
Couldn't
just
make
really-
it 30 miles without having to fucking take like a 2-hour nap.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
I've also got, how about when Marissa and Metal Man are plotting to take down the fucking castle. They're sitting there. They're like, okay, I'm going to give you security clearance. You're going to come in, you're going to do this and that. He's like, okay. And then all of a sudden, if you notice in the background of the scene, there's a sleeping guard that is a whole 1.5 feet away.
Word, he is not like across the room. He is literally sitting over their shoulder.
And then they're like, okay.
But they were in a remote location though.
The middle of the room around that damn table. With the extra Janko head sitting there. Why the hell? That's why she smiled, because he was like, go. Because you remember, he's like, you go back with Marissa. Shady Suit said, and Marissa's like, you know? And we wondered why. It's because she's like, that guard sucks. You're sleeping at this moment? You know what I'm saying?
Minimum wage, dog. That's what you
Okay.
get.
Fair enough.
You what you
Minimum
pay for.
wage henchman.
Hey, you saw that security system. You get what you pay for, dog.
Danny, any more ridiculous for you?
No, I'm good.
Willie? Sweet. All right, I've got the Doc gets knocked out and his eyes remain open.
Yeah.
Like he's dead, but he's not. He just passes out with his eyes open.
Yeah,
It's
weak chin on that motherfucker.
Yeah, kind of creepy. And the last one was she carried. Oh, never mind.
That was a dream. I got that too.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I got that down. I scratched it out. I was like, she locked his ass. And I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, it was a dream. All right, well that moves us on to our next category, which is going to be estimated budget.
Mm-hmm.
And Danny, I believe you started off.
Estimated budget?
Yeah.
What did it cost to make this movie?
You can't possibly shoot too low.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, off the cuff, what you got?
$250.
$250?
Yeah.
Word. Where'd
It's
it go?
fair. It's fair.
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Yeah.
The minivan.
1 monthly payment.
The
helmet
Avis.
from Party City.
The Avis rental.
The bodysuit from the Batman costume in Party City, and
Yeah. Well, it was a Dollar Tree calculator, I'm sure.
buy everybody $5 footlongs.
5.
Willie?
Oh man, I don't know.
Shout out to Subway.
Yeah.
Send me
Sponsors.
some free $5 footlongs.
What would it cost to do a freshman filmography exam?
About...
Free because you write it off?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Yeah, government grant.
Yeah, freshman filmography exam.
So government grant.
Mhm.
Everything's pro bono.
Appreciate it, pal.
You can write a novel. You can make a movie like Metal Man.
I've got to go with $500, and Marissa and Kyle get to keep the deflated dong.
With attached ball sack.
They
with-
get
Ball sack optional.
They get to keep the ball sack as a
right?
fucking
That suit's on forever.
beanbag
They
chair.
can blow it up and ride it like one of those boingy balls that you see in the
Ew.
store.
Hell no.
Marissa could grab it by his deflated dong.
Eat Cheetos naked in it.
Word. Bang it like one of those
Cheetos
giant
naked.
balloons with the rubber band that you get. Yeah. What you got, Dustin?
Terrible, terrible nightmares. What do you got?
The credit limit of 1 Visa and 1 City card, and Doc gets to keep watching.
Ooh,
I don't know if we mentioned. We didn't mention.
No.
the terrible dream sequence. Yeah.
Yeah, well, just real quick. Metal Man has a dream that he's getting it on with Julie, right? And the Doc's in his head, and he's like, he says, what?
You know how I like to watch.
Oh, look, Junior. But Kyle, you know how I like to watch.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Will had it. He just,
I couldn't
He
get to
just
watch.
spilled
I was like, but
corn liquor
Kyle, I
on
know how I like. Well, I don't understand.
Yeah, the Doc likes to watch Kyle get it on.
Put
Well, I
it in
mean,
me,
he's going to
Kyle.
be trapped there for eternity and inside his head. He may as well watch fucking some
porn.
babies flop around, you know?
he's pledged to watch them all, actually. He's pledged to watch all Kyle's sexual exploits. And,
Kyle, give her the shocker.
The shocker.
oh, God.
Do it, Kyle. Do it.
Two in the pink, one in the stink.
Tell her it's my fault.
Put some elbow grease behind it.
I want to see her climb the wall.
You can always tell her you're sorry.
You slipped.
I shed a tear on that one right there.
Yeah, there's an explicitness roller coaster on this episode. I wish I could see the chart on this episode's baldiness. It just spiked, you know.
Usage 100%.
Oh, God. Well, this moves us on to our last category,
It's not Space Raiders.
which is going to be the so bad it's good a meter. It's the meter goes from 0 to 10, 0 being perfectly so bad it's good. You must see this. 10 being so bad it's just bad, and do not see this. And we have warned you. And I don't know who went last, so Will, why don't you start us off?
5 Shades of Purple, man.
What?
5.
So bland it's bland?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it gets points for. I mean, if the acting is bad, and really, like you said, if Metal Man's not in the scene, it's not worth watching.
But it is worth seeing for Metal Man.
But yeah, like I said, it's. I mean, you check it out. If there's a clip on YouTube, check it out. But
JR, what the hell are you laughing
Junior's been
about?
cutting onions or something. I don't know.
Nothing, man. I'm good. Keep going.
Do I need to write something on the pad?
No, that's
But,
right. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, there's no sci-fi back, and you know how that's a big no-no for me.
Yeah.
Maybe if we could have saw some more of Mecha Terror.
Megaterra.
Mecha is Mecha Terror. MECCA, right? Mecha, like mech. Mega? Mega who? Keep
What?
Mega's name out your
Yeah,
mouth.
no clue. Wow.
Joe?
Well, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with, God, 3 count Smokey LeBlanc Day appearances.
3 what?
Count Smokey LeBlanc date appearances. I mean,
Is that how many he had?
I don't even know. But, dude, I could honestly say that this is one of the biggest wastes of time I've ever invested in my entire life, and I've wasted a lot of my time. You know what I'm saying? I've let Frankenstein do it. You know what I'm saying? I've wasted a lot of time. I've wasted a lot of time watching one of these, but this is this is one of the biggest wastes of time I think I've ever seen.
And yet you give it a 3?
It's fucking awesome, man.
Oh, it's
You
a
know what I'm
wonderful
saying?
waste of time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a waste of time for sure, but it is. It's fucking ridiculous, man. When you see this plane get shot out of the sky with this
Oh.
jank ass missile, you know what I'm saying?
And the fact that he doesn't shoot the missile until the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, word, you know, or use his lightning hand until the end of the movie. He's got one, he kills 2 people with it, and then doesn't think about it for the
He
rest.
kills
of the
Doc
damn movie.
Jank with it.
Word, and his phone.
He
We
did.
didn't even mention that. He killed
No, I
the
did. I did say he gave Doc Jank the.
fucking joy buzzer of death.
You know, like I said,
I said he.
Fucker.
I said he fried Doc Jank like a 7-Eleven microwave chimichanga will.
You did.
You're right.
all
You
the
said
acting
Circle K.
is just absolutely horrible. You know what I'm saying? This suit looks jank. You know, that whole fucking dinner scene between fucking evil shady business suit guy and Marissa is just like you're getting teeth pulled with no
Yeah.
anesthesia. I don't know. I thought it was a hoot.
You know what's funny about Marissa is like you click on her name on IMDb and it listed one movie, and what's funny about that is that one movie wasn't Metal Man.
Yeah, you had to look on her like personal
Yeah.
thing to see Metal Man listed. Yeah. Dusty?
All right. 5, 4, and no, you gave it a. I'm
3.
sorry, 5, 3. I've given it 4 flight scenes. I rank this right in there with you might get a chuckle out of it. That's how I put it. You might get a chuckle out of it. You know what'll make this movie best? I was thinking about this.
Better sound.
Best, I said.
Better costume.
Best.
If you
Naked.
flew through the movie.
Naked girls.
Yeah, boobs.
Word.
You know another thing that would have made this movie best is first of all, like, okay, now it's Metal Man and it's a giant freaking hand job to Iron Man, right?
Yes.
Totally. I mean,
Yes.
he even kind of looks.
Like Iron Man.
Like Iron Man.
It does look like Iron Man.
So
Every bit.
I think this movie will be best if I say this is pretty close to Iron Man. You should really check this out because it's like if you like Iron Man, this is like right there. Go into it with that mindset. Expect Iron Man. Expect Iron Man, and then sit down and watch this, and then you'll be like, Well, you may really have to, sit down. Important part of that sentence. Sit down. Don't stand up and watch this, because
No.
It's Iron Man's magenta cousin.
go on and expect Iron Man. Expect him,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Expect him to be winning performances, and you won't be disappointed, because you may piss yourself. It's whack. It was filmed in somebody's fucking living room in
Basement.
Summer Hill Estates living room with the fake ass digital fireplace. It is whack. It is
With the
jank.
paint chipping off the wall in the lower basement room.
You think it was Dennis Devine's
Man.
basement? They were like, "Hey, dude, if you let us use your basement, we'll let you do the like little end clip. Is that cool?"
I think it was Mike's apartment. Dude,
I wish it was Mike's apartment.
but if you're a true follower of the show, then you've seen Recon 2020, and the costumes are
Or you
worse.
haven't.
Oh, yeah. The costumes are worse than that. No, a true fan would have watched it anyway, right?
That's true.
The costumes are worse than Recon 2020. This is modern day garbage.
This movie was
But-
made in 2008.
Yeah. So, but hey, I got it at 4. It's like, it's not great. You may get a chuckle out of it.
Danny?
I might have to go 1.5.
Wow.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, word.
Really dug some Metal Man, huh?
Yeah. It was fucking sweet. It was so whack. It was fucking sweet. He's driving a minivan.
That is true,
That's a
dude.
good point. It's a good point.
I'll give you
Even when he's
2.5. He
driving
does
a
drive a
fucking
Metal
Chrysler,
Man.
his
You know what I'm
mirror.
saying?
He checks his mirrors. That's awesome.
Yeah, word.
Iron Man leaning out the fucking car.
He's adjusting his
changes.
shit.
He doesn't. The minivan doesn't even have electric mirrors. It's
He puts his arm
2008,
up
for
like
God's
he's
sake.
He's got his elbow hanging
Who
out the
doesn't have
window.
electric mirrors in 2008?
I don't even think it has all the hubcaps on it.
It's got
It may be,
hubcaps. Doesn't even have
maybe
alloy
missing the
wheels.
back left hubcap.
He went to the A&P without stealth mode on.
He's walking around the AIG fucking market with fucking his eye.
Yeah.
What's up, machine man?
He walks out and the guy's like,
Fuck
hey, you're that metal man.
Paper? What the fuck?
And we saw the edge of the set.
Yeah.
Really, I think we really did
I
see
really
the edge
did.
of
I
the
think I
set.
did too. Because they had a pogo stick. They had a futuristic pogo stick in the back. Remember it fell over at one point?
Well,
I
I'm
think
just,
you could see the...
I'm just saying, it looked like you could see wires and boxes off to the side on that one shot. Like, the pogo stick wasn't even in it. It was like showing, like, the evil dude standing there or something, and there was, like, a big wall missing. It looked like there was wires and shit running behind that piece, homie.
It was the end of their fucking shooting, dude. They had to get that shit packed up.
Mhm. At one point, Shady Suit Man beat Marissa with the sandbag that fell out of the lighting. Remember that? I can just lie, right?
Sure, why not?
You remember that?
Metal Man. They're the Metal Man people go to suits. Come on, man.
Well, yeah. Well, he beat her all over the set. every time fucking Shady Suit turned around, there was a backhand turning with him for Marissa.
Well, that's
This is a mixed score, man. In between 1.5
and 5.
and 5.
And everything in between.
Yeah. 4, 3. The only thing it didn't give was a 2.
Well, I mean, I guess that does it for our show. Any,
I'd have gave it a 2 if I'd seen some titties. I'm just saying.
Yeah, titties. It'd have been perfect. You should see it for that stupid ass suit, and there's titties.
well,
But
as
that didn't
always,
happen in this universe.
I don't want
so
anybody to take that out of context, Danny. There's no titties in this movie.
I'm going to quote
No, there
you.
are no titties in this movie.
I'm going to quote you out of context. It's going to be the intro. You're going to be like, "Hmm?"
There's
it was
titties
perfect.
in this
Then you're
movie.
going to write a check your ass in cash. So just go ahead and say, I fooled you.
Well, as always, check out the website, worksworkpodcast.com.
Podcast. Directory,
iTunes,
Podcast Alley,
MySpace,
Podbean,
Pacha,
Google us. We're all over the place.
iTunes.
Facebook.
I said iTunes. All right.
Oh, damn. Retread.
Word. Sorry. Well, I've been Junior.
I've been Dusty.
I've been Danny.
Yeah, I've been Will.
And this has been Work is Work, the questionable sci-fi podcast where we watch the most questionable metal man ever to walk.
I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. Man, did you notice that
Robert
fucking-
Downey Jr. should have probably stuck into this house and beat these people with a phone book.
naked?
Didn't do a bunch of coke with him, allegedly.
doing this coke?
Allegedly? Ah, what are you doing to me?
I said allegedly.
That doesn't give you a license to.
I thought he's Christian Slater, allegedly.
That may have been where the boss learned to hoe hand people. Allegedly.
Christian.
Metal Marissa's human chin was hanging out of her suit. Did you see that?
Lord.
It was like, here's this bottom of the suit, here's her fucking chin down here. Yeah. Let's make out, metal man. You're dressed like a monk. What are you doing to me, dude? Are you unplugging a mic while the show's going?